Now let's take a look at some stories from the world of business. Japan's Nikkei index rose 1.1% to 40,241.61 as markets welcomed the expected outcome of the upper house election. Despite Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba's ruling coalition losing control, investors were reassured by political stability and Ishiba's pledge to stay on. Gains were made by SoftBank, Mitsubishi, heavy industries and chip makers like Advanced. Olympus dropped 2%, pulling the index down. However, analysts say the result won't shake Japan's policy framework in the short term. Universal Music Group, home to stars like Taylor Swift and Drake, has filed confidentially to sell shares in the US, aiming to tap into surging US equity markets. Already valued at nearly $50 billion on the Dutch exchange, euros, UMG is exploring a secondary listing as the S&P 500 and Nasdaq hit a fresh record high. The exact size of the offering is unknown, backed by major investors Bill Ackman. UMG's move signals confidence in US investor appetite and is seen as a strategic expansion into the world's top capital market. Stellantis posted a €2.3 billion net loss for the first half of 2025, citing mounting costs from US tariffs imposed by US President Trump. The car maker behind brands like Jeep and Peugeot says tariffs have already cost €300 million and warned that the impact could more than double in the second half. CFO Doug Osterman projects full-year tariff losses between €1 to €1.5 billion unless conditions change. The group also reported €3.3 billion in pre-tax charges as it faces strategic revamps under new CEO Antonio Filosa in Europe and the United States. JSW MG Motor India has unveiled the MG M9, a luxury MPV branded as the presidential limousine, priced at $69,000, launched via the company's premium channel MG Select. The M9 is designed to blend sophistication, comfort and innovation for high-end buyers. Positioned as a flagship of indulgence, the M9 targets elite clientele with a focus on luxury mobility. Deliveries begin on August the 10th. Microsoft has issued urgent security patches after detecting active cyber attacks targeting its widely used SharePoint collaboration software. The vulnerability allows unauthenticated access, letting hackers execute code and steal data from compromised systems. The US Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency warned that the breach poses a serious risk to global organizations. Microsoft has released fixes for affected versions, including a patch for SharePoint Server 2016. Meanwhile, researchers at Palo Alto Networks say thousands of entities may have been hit, urging immediate action.